All right. Well, I just gave this level an attempt a couple hours ago. Um, Apotheosis, the goal is to survive for 12 rounds, and then at the end of that round, read a thing. We are protecting the Fish King, and so if he dies, the scenario is lost, and he has initiative of 1 for the purpose of monster focusing. Well, on the final turn here, really because these archers got multi-target, my Fish King died by 1 health to the final attack. He started the round with like 32 health or 23 maybe. I'm not sure. He started the round with a lot of health. And because of the crit on literally the final attack, the Fish King died. Also because of this challenge that I had, Sleep Thrashing, because Trap had short rested next to the Fish King, that caused him to take 4 damage as well. So if like either of those two things hadn't happened, if I hadn't gotten crit from the strengthened attack, or if I hadn't rested next to him, I would have won. But I do want to replay this level because it was a fun one. I enjoyed it. I just don't know what exactly I should be doing with the losses. Should I just upload the first loss by itself? And, you know, it was like, I don't know how long it was, but it was like an hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours, something like that. And, you know, then it would have that disappointing end of it being a loss, but it would be honest, you know, so that it's not like, hey, I beat this level my first try. I could just upload the reattempt, or I could upload both of them in the same video, and then it would be like 5 hours long. So if anybody looked at the length, you would be able to tell, hey, there's going to be a loss here, but you would be able to see the change in strategies between. So I don't know. Just let me know what I should be doing with that, because there have been a couple times where I've gone and I've attempted a scenario and failed it, and then just not uploaded the video, not kept any of the experience or anything, and just gone and played a different level, if I didn't particularly like the level that I played. So that kind of thing has happened, and I just haven't uploaded anything for it. So let me know what I should do. But as is, I guess I'll just keep all the experience I got here. And we'll just retry this level now. One really nice part about retrying this is that I had to start the scenario poisoned and with damage suffered from my outpost event. And that really ended up hurting me a little bit. It made my shackles have to lose a card early. And it made my other characters not get some heals that they would have gotten because they were poisoned. Also, Trap at one point in time literally died exactly to an attack where it would have survived with 1 health otherwise and wouldn't have had to lose a card. And that could have been the difference in the final turn, because on the final turn I had been able to play cards. I probably could have like stunned something or something. I don't know. So we'll read through the rules again and then get through it. The boat event didn't matter. I picked option B, so just no effect. Although now, in retrospect, I wish I had done option A to start with the wound, because I wouldn't have that wound now, and I would have gotten the 20 gold. Anyway, Apotheosis. The scenario is complete at the end of the 12th round. At the end of that round, read a thing. With the final piece of the Leviathan scale in hand, you sail to the Fish King's lair, a vibrant coral castle built into the side of a small, rocky island. Overjoyed, the Able greedily snatches it from you and gurgles with glee. Well done, Scaleless, the Fish King says, then turns to address his subjects. The time is almost at hand for us to ascend to greatness and claim the sea as ours. No more war, no more death. I will become the eternal Leviathan. I will become a god. The Abelai roar as the Fish King joins the pieces of the scale together. Ooh, lag. Instantly, you feel the chaotic energy beginning to build. A swirling, freezing darkness seeping along the floor, howling through the coral statuary. The Fish King's body begins to pulse and expand, his newly sinuous limbs warping into a swirling aether. The Abelai around him prostrate themselves, transfixed by their king's metamorphosis. Suddenly, an explosion deeper within the castle rocks the foundation, and you hear the din of approaching battle. You briefly see fear in the Fish King's eyes. They are here to stop me. Go, my children. Protect me during the ritual. The Abelai rush out to face whatever attackers have come. You move to join them in defense, but the Fish King beckons you closer. His eyes void dark, and his voice is a strained layered echo. Please, Scalus, stay with me and shield me from my enemies. I need you only once more, and then you will have the debt of a god. With that, his focus, where did I see the word voice? His focus returns solely to the ritual and the painful changes racking his body. You ready your weapons and are pleased to see your trusty piranha pigs at your side for one final battle. At the start of the scenario, spawn one normal piranha pig adjacent to each character. The Fish King and all piranha pigs are allies to you and enemies to all other monster types. Divide the Fish King's maximum health point value by 2. Do not set up the boss monster token or ability deck. The Fish King does not act, cannot be targeted by ally heals, which sucks, and is immune to all conditions. It has an initiative for 1 for the purpose of monster focusing. If the Fish King is killed, the scenario is lost. At the start of rounds 3, 6, 9, spawn the following monsters at the listed locations based on player count. At A, we get Algok's Guard and Algok's Archers, all normals. At B, we get 2 normal Mind Snippers, which really sounds like it should be pretty easy. That's not that many enemies. I guess it is 12 monsters throughout the 3 spawns, 3, 6, and 9. And then we have something happen at the 7th round. So that is not there right now. And that's it. I'm surprised that this bottom half is the same as 3 and 4 player. All right. So the mistake that I made was that I treated this top half as needing help because there are 2 enemies here. And so I put Deathwalker and Trap up here, and I put Shackles down here by itself. And the problem with doing that is just that Shackles can't take these guys by himself. I mean, that's 54 damage to deal. They also have multi-target every turn. So even though I get a Piranha Pig to go in with me and help, it's just not enough. So I think I'm going to have Deathwalker spawn on this bottom side rather on the top side. Because she was throwing shadows down to help the whatever he's called. But really, I mean, Trap is so good at this top half because I can just stun both of the targets. And then I don't really need to worry about anything else. So let's put Trap up here. We get to spawn the 3 normal pigs. And so we'll spawn them like that. And this way, none of my guys will be focused on turn 1, which is pretty good. We're going to be going really heavy into losses on everybody. I just want to see if I want to change any Shackle cards before I start. But I don't think that I really do. Maybe I should bring Reprisal. I'm not too sure. I didn't bring it just because you never know if the Mind Snippers are going to be able to back away. And like 4 Retaliate is good, but it's not really the best. And also you never know if they're going to attack. They have a Retaliate card of their own, which if they had just drawn that on the final turn, I literally just needed like the final turn. If the Blade Spinners had just not attacked, I would have won easily. I would have won really easily. If the Algok's Guards had stood still and Retaliate, I would have won. If the Mind Snipper hadn't attacked for 2, I would have won. Actually, you know what? I think I would have won if on the previous turn I had Deathwalker kill the Mind Snipper in the middle instead of kill the Mind Snipper that was next to her. I didn't want it to kill the one that was next to her because I thought Trap was going to die, and so I needed Deathwalker to survive to win the scenario, but then the Mind Snipper's only attacked for 2, and Deathwalker might have survived anyway. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You guys didn't even get to see any of that. I'm trying to decide how exactly I want to do Shackles here. Part of me is thinking I'm just going to Shared Affliction with Agony of Others. Just immediately. Just like instantly. These Mind Snippers muddle with every attack. So, I need to get close enough to them so that I can Delayed Malady. So maybe turn 1, I'll go slow with Shared Affliction and just move in and set Wind. And then the next turn, I can go like Line of Transference with Delayed Malady. I can give myself all of the negative conditions and attack with Line of Transference. I won't actually transfer the thing, but it'll be an attack 4 with Shared Affliction, so I get all of my negative conditions onto 1. The other one will hit me and give me muddle, and then eventually, hopefully, they'll be able to consume dark and hit me and stun me, and then I will have 6 negative conditions on shackles for 5 turns with delayed malady up until round number 6. And shackles will just be able to punish these guys. So that's the plan. Deathwalker is going to throw some shadows down here, attack with them, be willing to send shadows up to trap to help. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to start with Eclipse and Strength of the Abyss. I can burn a ton of losses on Deathwalker since it's just a 9 card scenario. And other than that, I guess we're basically ready. Why are these guys in the wrong spot? Oh, because there were traps that I was moving. So they should spawn like that. I knew they were in the wrong spot because last time the guard came up to hit the pig and trap was... They were still in a foxhole pattern. So, I mean, I think I'm just going to do the same thing on trap. I'm going to start with a spike strip and then throw in a mother of all traps. Just to get these guys stunned and wounded. Maybe though, this time I'll build up the trap first. So maybe I would actually want a Proficient Hunter. Not Mother of all Traps. It would be Spike Strip still to place those traps. Maybe that's what I want to do. Maybe even instead of Unavoidable Outcome, I never played this card. Let's bring Exploding Decoy just to get that bottom trap creation. Another possibility would be this Electrified Net, actually. Placing 3 stun traps adjacent to the Fish King. That just sounds amazing. Maybe that's what I should have my end game be, just completely surround him in stun traps. Because anything that gets up to him would have to take 2 turns of stun. That sounds really good. So what could I drop for Electrified Net? Maybe Honeypot? Maybe I don't need Honeypot and I can bring Electrified Net. Maybe. So let's try this out. I think that actually sounds really good for trap. And then we will just go. Oh, I guess I'll get new battle goals and I'll get a new challenge. Let's see. Whenever any character suffers damage from an attack that is not reduced by shield, 2 push is added to the attack. I'm not dealing with that. Decrease all enemy initiative values by 10. That sucks. I'm not doing a challenge. I'm just not going to do a challenge for this scenario because those both sound really hard here. Mind Snippers can already go at 10, and they can disarm at 18. I don't want them disarming at 8. And then similar thing with the guards. Like, you know, if they're going at 20 and being able to move and attack, that could be really bad. And the archers. So, no challenge. Oh, I didn't get battle goals, though. Deathwalker, gain 7 or fewer experience points. Definitely not. Have 0 cards in your hand each time you rest. Remove a negative condition from your ally. I guess I'll go for Accountant. It means I have to Stamina Potion in the first rest cycle. It also means that I can't ever short rest early, which is probably just not going to happen. Wallflower, I feel like it's hard to do here because I probably want to like end a turn here potentially. But maybe it's not too hard. Maybe I just come up here. It means I could never move in and immobilize and retaliate, but I didn't bring my retaliate top, did I? So I guess I'll go Wallflower, because I'm definitely not getting Assassin. Then on Trap, long rest at full health after having taken damage. Kill the first enemy to die. Suffer damage from an attack while you long rest. That'll probably happen near the end of the scenario. And first we get the pigs. So pig 2, 5, 8. So 2 will come here, 5 will come here. They will both wound guy number 3. And then 8 will come here and wound the archer. And then the guard will go and he stands still and does nothing. And then the Mind Snipper will go. Attack 2 and then 5. Let's see, that's just 5 and 4 damage. and 2 curses. And then this guy, I believe he's already in range. Yeah, range 3. So 2 and then 5. We get another 5 damage. Dark gets set, and we get another 2 curses. Trap is going to set Proficient Hunter. And then just move with Exploding Decoy. So move and make a 4 damage trap in the hex that I'm standing in. Archer is going to back up and attack for 8, and it'll deal 6. The Fish King doesn't do his actions. Shackles is going to set Shared Affliction, so whenever I do an attack, I add all negative conditions except for Brittle, Bane, and Stun, and then I'm going to move for Immobilize myself. I took Wallflower, right? Yeah, so I need to stay next to walls. 1, 2, 3, 4 is next to this wall. Unfortunately, I'm not in range of this Mine Snipper, which is really unfortunate. I really wish that this pig weren't here, or that this Mine Snipper had walked closer. But I guess there's not really much I can do about that, is there? I set Wind, and I immobilize myself on my turn. Oh, well, no, it's fine, because I can still attack this guy. So, yeah, that's not a big deal. I will set Strength of the Abyss, so during my turn I can consume a shadow within range 3 to add +2 to... It's each move and attack ability I can do it once. So I can still do it multiple times in a turn, but consume shadows to add +2 to those. And then I get to set 3 shadows. So we'll put 1, maybe not over by trap, but just over near the Fish King so that I can teleport over here if needed. And then 2 down here. The big difference for me this time versus the previous attempt, I think, is just that I have an extra Piranha Pig down here, and I think that's really going to help. It's going to prevent Shackles from taking some damage here. I also start with 5 extra health. It's going to prevent Shackles from getting shelled on this first turn, which is going to allow me to use Reversal of Fate, which I wasn't able to use last time. And that's really... If I can do Reversal of Fate and Agony of Others bottom, I can just deal so much damage to these guys, especially these elites who deal 2 more damage than the normals that spawn after. And now we are to turn 2. I think I just want to save Swift Vengeance. Hopefully I can just not kill any of these guys in the first couple turns. And I can save Swift Vengeance for turn 3, which is just this next turn. And then 2 normals will have spawned here. So I think I'll do Line of Transference, which will want the Delayed Malady, so that I can give all the negative conditions to this guy. He'll step forward, we'll get 2 spawns here, the pigs will hit some, and then next turn I guess I will move and Swift Vengeance. Maybe this guy will get closer, he'll get like a 2-range attack or something, and he'll be in range for Swift Vengeance already, and I can like set Reversal of Fate. That would be really nice. Or Agony of Others, and then I'll go for an Infection Purge. On Trap, so it makes sense to me now to go ahead and go for Spike Strip and Mother of All Traps, and now it will just be an 11 damage trap. Then maybe I'll Dangerous Ground, and then I can Extra Teeth it, and then I can Foxhole it after that, 3 turns from now. There will be more guys spawned here, but I think that sounds like a good idea. Maybe maybe since I have the other Piranha Pig up here, I should have Deathwalker trying to help on this side a little bit more. I am going to go ahead and set Call to the Abyss so that I can get 2 shadows each round. And so do I want to do Lashing Tendrils bottom? I can move 2 shadows to make something suffer 5 if the dark is still up. Or maybe I just Fleeting Dusk to go ahead and get a shadow up here. I think I'm going to do that. Fleeting Dusk with Call to the Abyss. And then if there's still dark, great, I'll use it. If not, not the end of the world. And then I need to start marking things to start getting shadows out. So Shackles is first, so I will set Delayed Malady. So during this and the next 4 rounds, you are unaffected by negative conditions, and they cannot be removed. So Delayed Malady, Deadly Mixture to give myself most of the negative conditions, And then I can just go ahead and consume the wind and attack right here for 4 with Line of Transference and give him all of my negative conditions. It is 3 range on the Mind Snippers, unfortunately, so the one in the back is not stepping forward. My attack does 5 damage. And then it will give these 4 negative conditions, which is quite good. The Archerer is just going to shoot the pig and immobilize him, which is unfortunate because he is slower than the guard, so the guard's just going to be able to walk up and hit him. Just attack for 6, and it does 6. And he's immobilized. Now the Mind Snippers, this guy's just going to step forward because he's disarmed, and then this guy, he's already in range to hit 2 targets, hit for 7 onto 2 and then 5, and it'll muddle both. He does 7 and 8. And then both of those pigs are muddled. And Dart gets set. Deathwalker is just going to make another shadow and then set Call to the Abyss. And so now she can go like quite crazy with Call to the Abyss and 4 shadows out already. Do not mind that. Fish King doesn't do his turn. Oh, he also needs to be at half health. So he's at 60, not at 120. Now the pigs go, so these 2 guys, 2 and then 5, will both attack at disadvantage, and they've got 4 curses. But he does 5 damage. No, he does 6 because he's adjacent to an ally and poisoned, and he drew a 0. So this is an attack for 6, and it does 5. So quite good damage out of my pigs, even muddled. Trap is going to move 1, 2, 3, I think, to get 3 immobilized traps, and then combine them 1, 2, 3 like this, and then combine them into a Mother of All Traps right here. So it'll be 11 because it's the first damage trap that I've made. In that Mother of All Traps. Or do I want to make it over here? I probably want to make it over here with the 3 that I ate like this. Make it over here, and then I guess this next turn I just move here and I place Dangerous Ground Traps. And then from here, I can extra teeth the trap to right here. And then I go for a big trap attack. Then finally, the guard is going to walk up and attack for 6. And it does 5. And we're new turn. And now we get the spawns. So Algok's Guard, Algok's Archer, normal Mind Snipper, normal Mind Snipper. So, unfortunate here on Shackles. Oh, man, I really have something stuck in my throat. So, I can step up so that I get 4 curses with Swift Vengeance. That feels like a very good play here. It means that I can't set Reversal of Fate or Agony of Others. I could just go for a 3 target Swift Vengeance. Or if they get the 18 speed, this guy would step here. Actually, this guy would step here, and then where would this guy step? I'm not sure what the... how much move is on the 18 speed card. He would definitely move to get closer, but he might go here. If he only has move 2, he'd go here. If he has move 3, he'd go here. And then he would be in range. I think I'm going to Swift Vengeance and... what does Blood Ritual Bottom do? Whenever an ally in range 3 would gain a negative condition, you can gain it instead, even if you already have it. Not horrible, but not really what I need. Do I want to just Unending Torment to go ahead and get myself a muddle? No, because if they attack this round, then I'll get a muddle anyway. And I don't really need the heal. So maybe I'll just play Blood Ritual just for the move. And then next turn I can Reversal of Fate and Infection Purge, or Unending Torment and Infection Purge. And then do the other with Agony of Others next turn. And have a nice big attack with a big Shared Affliction. On trap, I'm wanting to dangerous ground, I believe. I think I'm gonna put my son to bed. Okay. I don't know really where we were. I kind of fell asleep for a little bit. It's hard trying to put someone to sleep and like reading to them, and then you're like, okay, they're asleep. I can just close my eyes for like 1 second, just 1 second, and then you're gone. Then you're done. You have no shot. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do here on this trap. I would love to get these two guys, right? With a mother of all traps. Now, there doesn't really seem to be much point in stunning the two of them if they're not going to die to the wound like sometime soon. But also, I guess I want to get the value out of the stun trap sooner than later. I'm definitely going to need to kill the elite archer because he does 2 more damage than the normal, and that is disgusting to deal with. I do already have stun from the whatever it's called, so I don't need to worry about electrified net or anything. I could just toss out a persistent pitfalls trap with electrified net to get an extra stun trap, and then like next turn I could foxhole or whatever. But yeah, I think extra teeth with dangerous ground makes the most sense to do here. I just can't combine them afterwards. So maybe I'll just dangerous ground with electrified net, move here, then combine the traps with the extra teeth, and then there will be 2 things for me to hit. So we'll do that. I guess the only problem is if the archers go at 29 and immobilize. Yeah, they shuffled, so they do have that card. That card might be a shuffle. I'm not sure what the shuffles are. It's their power strike. They're like 56 attack extra without moving. And then it's probably the immobilized card is a shuffle, I believe. Because they're gross like that. Did I do the turn 2 on Deathwalker? Yeah, Call to the Abyss with Fleeting Dusk. Okay. So we did get Dark again, which makes me kind of want to just do Deepening Despair with Lashing Tendrils. Maybe I would move the shadows in and like Lashing Tendrils damaged 5 damage into this Mind Snipper. Move both of these in, but then they'd both be next to this Mind Snipper, and I can attack him with Deepening Despair. And it would be attack for 4, 5 because of poison, consume a shadow to make it attack for 6, and leave him marked, and then he'll die to pigs. What is wrong with that, right? Like, that sounds pretty good to me. So we'll go for that. Shackles, we already decided, right? Shackles is going to curse this turn, curse and probably move forward, and then next turn is going to Infection Purge to deal 6 damage to somebody. So I guess I do Infection Purge with Unending Torment to get the muddle on myself, so that Infection Purge does 6 to me and 12 to enemies, and then I can Reversal of Fate so that I retaliate some damage and I Agony of Others. And it's an attack for, I'll have 5 negative conditions, so it'll be attack for 7, unless they can manage to stun me this turn. Maybe show me the stun? That is not the stun. That is a push, which sucks. They do muddle me, though, so I don't have to worry about getting that condition added. This should all be okay, though. The only thing I need is I need Deathwalker to not kill this guy with the attack, which just means not critting. Or, actually, I won't consume the shadow, because the pigs will kill this guy, and that'll be fine. So Deathwalker's first. I'm going to move 2 shadows for 3. So I will move this one here and this one here. I can move them 1 more, but I need them to be adjacent to this guy. So let's move this one in. They're both adjacent to this guy, so he suffers 5. So I'll consume the dark so that he suffers 5. And then I will attack with Deepening Despair. It's an attack for 5. Just don't miss, and I mark that guy, and I set dark. And it only does 5. But that's not really... It's not bad, right? I mean, I'll take 5 damage. He's very likely to die to just a single Piranha Pig. So, that's fine. Guards, stand still and retaliate. Shackles, I've got Delayed Malady, so I don't have to worry about any of my negative conditions. Move to and just toss in 4 curses. And I think I do want to come down here so that when this guy attacks me, I don't get pushed away. Guy number 5 will push me away, and then guy number 6 will push me away. And it just is what it is, right? So let's give him 4 curses. And that's just it for shackles. Let's go ahead and move this before we forget. And then it's trap, and then it'll be those mind snippers. So trap wants to move 2. I guess I could make a strengthen trap. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that out. I'll probably end up turning it into a mother of all traps. But just getting any traps out is pretty good. So that's with Electrified Net, which is not a card I've used very much. Oh, never mind. It's not move and make a trap, it's just move. So never mind. We will not do that then. And then now we can just Dangerous Ground. So 3 and a 5. That card we have used before. A lot. But it's a very good card. And so now when we combine these next turn with extra teeth, we get 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 8 is 14, plus 2... oh, excuse me. Is 16, plus 11 is 26. Did I do the plus 2 already? I think I did do the plus 2 from combining them. So it'll be attack for 25, which is pretty okay. It's a little bit less into the archer than I was hoping for, but maybe they'll die. Maybe they'll die to it. Now let's do these mind snippers, right? So down here, first we get elite number 3. He'll suffer, and he'll hit both of the pigs, and the pigs might not die. Or the pigs are going to die, and they're not going to kill this guy. How did I not realize that? If I had just eaten this shadow, then he would die next turn to the wound. But I did not eat the shadow, and so he has way too much health left, and that's really bad for me. So he'll hit pig number 2 and then pig number 5. Pig number 2 takes 2 damage. No, this guy's an elite, so he takes 4 and he dies. And then pig number 5 takes 4 damage and a muddle. It's a little bit after the fact, but I'm going to shell armor on my shackles. Then this guy gets pushed for 2. Which I guess the nice part is now he won't be the target of any of these others. And so now the elite is going to hit me for 5. And it will draw a curse. And then guy number 5 is going to hit me. And it'll draw a curse. And guy number 6 is going to hit me. Oh, guy number 5 pushed me here. And then guy number 6 hits me, and that's going to push me back, which is really, really annoying. And it's 3, and I'm warded, so I take 1. But now I'm so far away, which is so annoying. Which means I can't do Reprisal of Fate. I do get the muddle that I was looking for. So that is a 5th condition. So now I can just move in an Infection Purge, and I think I go into the 2 normals. No, I need to kill the elite. But can I get close enough to Infection Purge? Range 3 if I just move 2, 1, 2. No, I can't. But if I move 1, 2, I can hit the 2 normals. So I think that'll be the play. Luckily, this guy did push this pig out, so hopefully he can go and kill the elite right now. I really need that to happen. So he's going to move in. There would not be a loot here because allies do not drop loot. He's going to move in and attack for 5. It's actually attack for 7 because he's on a water tile and poisoned. We just need to not see a miss, but he is muddled. Yeah, I freaking knew it. Maybe he'll go faster than them next turn, though. There's a chance. This guy here is going to attack. It's just for 5 up here, and he does deal 5. He does 4. Because this guy has a shield and retaliate, and he gets retaliated on because there's retaliate. It is this guy who gets wounded, and then now the archer is going to kill him. And hey, there's power shot. So attack here, and then the other guy's not in range of trap. And that gives the piggy another turn. I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it just means that the guy in the back hits him, and he dies. It does not drop a loot. Okay, trap is definitely having a much harder time over here without having any allies. I'm really, really sad that this guy didn't die. Because he has my Deathwalker mark, and I could have just eaten a shadow, which is like, why did I not just do that? I think I go fast and I Infection Purge. There's also a chance that they would move up and hit me, though. So let's Infection Purge at... Do I want Reversal of Fate speed or Unending Torment speed? Ideally, they'll all move close enough that I don't have to move. And then I guess I would rather have Reversal of Fate up, and then next turn I can Unending Torment. Although I could see the other argument being better, but whatever. I think I moved the Delayed Malady forward already. Pretty sure that I did. Here, it's 100% Extra Teeth and Foxhole. I don't even need to move or anything. I can just Extra Teeth right from where I am. Now, I guess I can just Hunger Grasps to kill this guy. Let's go for a Night Takes Shape and Hunger Grasps, I believe. Let's go really slow and go for Night Takes Shape and Hunger Grasps, and we'll just figure out what's going on and where we are. Fish King does nothing, so Trap is first. Pig does underspeed the Mind Snippers, which is amazing. Do I want two Boots of Speed Shackles to be slower than the Mind Snippers? Because if I do that, then they will move forward. They would okay, never mind. They would command Shackles to attack Deathwalker once they move up and hit him and turn the weak, and then Shackles would give Deathwalker all of the negative conditions. So no, I will have Shackles be faster so that he can come up and Infection Purge them, and then probably just Health Potion off. Really, unfortunately, means that I do not get my Reversal of Fate damage. But it just is what it is. I cannot afford to attack the Deathwalker. So, if only I had been chosen to been pushed this way instead of this way, then I think Boots of Speeding under them would have been the play. But as long as Piranha Pig doesn't miss, I should be in good shape. So Trap is going to combine these. Let's do the math again. We get 10 between these two plus the 2 bonus. Then we get 16. Then we get 27. I think I said 25 last time. So this is an attack for 26 with Poison, Stun, and Wound into these two. Let's Eagle Eyes into the Archer. Attack for 26. 2 health heal trap adjacent to the target. So he only takes 26. But, like, also saying only and 26 damage is, like, a little bit of an oxymoron. And then those conditions. We also get a heal trap, which right here, which is nice just for forcing these guys to struggle to move. This Archer isn't moving, which I do love to see. This guy's going to move 6, which is annoying. Then attack 26 into this guard. Big damage. Yes. Is that going to kill? It's going to deal 27. No, 26 would plus 2 would be 28. And then he'll die to the wound. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kill him. Because he's going to die right there at the beginning of his turn. And his turn is next after this guy. So we get 1, 2, 3... This trap is gone. So he comes here, and he hits Trap for 4. And it misses. So we will take that. Then Pig. Piggy, do not miss. Do not miss. Anything kills. -2 kills. Good job, Piggy. Good job, Piggy. He said, oh, you want to see a -2? I'll show you a -2. Yeah, the poison means that it would be 5, -2 does 3, and he only had 3 health remaining. So, now Shackles is going to move forward 2 with just a default move 2 instead of Reversal of Fate. I'm sorry, Reversal of Fate. Infection Purge. You and 2 enemies within range 3 suffer 1 plus X for each negative condition you have. I have 5, so we each suffer 6. And then I believe I'm just going to go ahead and Health Potion up here. It will also set fire, so next turn I get to do a nice Agony of Others with an attack for 7. I get to heal for 5 and attack for 7. I mean, that's a pretty good turn. I wish that Deathwalker were going at, like, this speed right now. That would have been really nice to go ahead and hit with Hunger Grasps and maybe teleport in here and hit some stuff, but it's okay. My guys aren't next to each other at least, so Turn the Weak isn't going to be insanely effective. This guy, I guess, goes 1, 2, 3, 4, so that he can hit here. No, he would just go right here, right? That's the minimum move to be in 3 range of Shackles. And he'll hit Pig and then Shackles. It's attacks for 4. Okay, Pig takes the crit and dies and does not drop loot. And then, what are my battle goals? Oh, and next to walls. Okay, well, I was on this objective, but it wasn't... I ended my turn down here. I just got pushed up there. So I have still gotten Wallflower on Shackles. Damage on the same time you long rest, and 0 cards each time, so I have to Stamina Potion first rest cycle. Or lose a card to damage. And now we need to do an attack 4 into Shackles, right? And it does 5. And then we get 2 attacks for 2 into Shackles. Can they hit Deathwalker as well? I believe they can. Let's see. This guy would need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he would hit Deathwalkers, and this guy would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. And hit Deathwalker and Shackles. And now this guy will not be able to reach Deathwalker. Unfortunately, they're going to make Deathwalker hit the boss. That really sucks. So attack for 2. Let's do Deathwalker first. Deathwalker takes 3. She gets muddled. No, the normals don't muddle, only the elites. And then they command Deathwalker to attack for 3. Nice. Beautiful job, Deathwalker. Only hits for 3. Then disadvantage, and Shackles takes 2. And then this guy just hits Shackles for 2. And Shackles takes 1. Nice job, Shackles. Nice job. Now we have Hunger Grasps, and I can also move a shadow, and I can also teleport to said moved shadow. Oh, Archers. This guy suffers from the wound. This guy doesn't move. So, how do I want to do this? I could pull this guy into here and then attack it with this shadow so that neither of them would be at disadvantage. I would like to kill a target. So, yeah, I could attack this guy and pull him in, and then attack him back with the shadow that he's standing on, just kind of zigzag him. And I kind of like that. Although, I guess what makes the most sense is to teleport in first. Because I'm going to eat a shadow anyway. I'm going to try to get a shadow out of Hunger Grasps. So I'll teleport in here. It's tough because I would love to eat extra shadows. I would love to teleport. I mean, when I teleport in, it consumes a shadow. And I would love to eat a shadow to make this an attack for 5. But if I do that, I would have to go onto this guy if I want to get the kill. But then Hunger Grasps can kill him to get a shadow back. And then I guess I can eat a shadow with the second Hunger Grasps. So let's teleport in and hit this guy for 3. And he takes 5. And he's marked. And then now, with my Hunger Grasps, with my top all Hunger Grasps, let's just attack for 3. Let's go ahead and Eagle Eyes, I guess. Because we just need a +1. There we go. We dodge the miss and we get a +1. So that'll kill this guy. And it'll give us another shadow. And then we can use the new shadow to attack this guy. Do the shadows have to be there at the start of the action for you to do? For up to 2 shadows on the map at the start of this action. Okay, so I have to do the attack with this shadow. So it has to be disadvantage, unfortunately. It's not the end of the world. I did Eagle Eyes as well, and I drew my miss. So yeah, it just does 3. Oh, but I will consume this shadow to make it deal 5. Is what I was going to say. From the Strength of the Abyss. And now I still have 4 shadows. Yeah, I still have 4 shadows out on the map. And this is the guy who is marked. And we're new turn. So definitely makes the most sense to Unending Torment, Agony of Others here. Deathwalker, I guess, needs to go relatively fast. Dang, I didn't get any +2 darks, so I don't have any dark. Dark would be amazing for a disarm here. But I do need a stamina potion in order to get my battle goal, so let's just go for Fluid Knight with Wave of Anguish, and then we'll stamina potion back one of those cards and go for Dominate with the dark to disarm. I mean, I guess I back up and I just hope that the archer isn't really able to do anything for the rest of its rest cycle. Let's short rest on trap. Cannot lose extra teeth. Oh, man. Okay, Exploding Decoy is, like, literally the perfect card to lose. I'm thinking maybe Persistent Pitfalls with Honeypot. Back up here. Honeypot right there. I don't have Honeypot. I can do it with Spike Strip. I can move 1, 2, 3, and then turn this into a stun trap with Persistent Pitfalls and Spike's Trap. That's pretty good. Mother of all traps would maybe be better, but this comes out fast, and I would like to back off quickly and make this trap. It'll force the Algox Guard to run around. He'll run around and hit trap, but then the following turn he would be hitting... the following turn he would be hitting the Fish King. So maybe I want to go ahead and use my potion to get a ton of movement to get out extra immobilized traps. I think that's what I will do. Just hope that this archer isn't really in range to do anything to me, and hope that this archer doesn't really move up. And then maybe once some more spawn, I can go for some stuff. So maybe I'll be going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I don't know how I want to move trap for it, but I definitely like that idea of Persistent Pitfalls with Spike Strip. Is that everybody? That's everybody. Good. We did not see Disarm out of Mind Snippers. Do I want to let them attack? At the very least, I'm going to Boots Shackles to underspeed them. And then I think with that, it's fine to let the other guy hit Deathwalker. Because he's just going to hit Deathwalker for 3. Oh, he's not even a muddle. He's just going to curse. That'll be fine. It looks like Deathwalker was supposed to pick up a loot last turn. Let's pick that up. Ooh, a random item. Hold. Okay. Yeah, you can stop holding. During your turn, create a 1-hex obstacle and an adjacent empty hex. I mean, I can surround the Fish King with it. That's not bad. It means I need to get back there, but I don't really mind going back there. I will take that. And so now it's Trap's turn. What do we have? We have Immobilize out of Archers. That is annoying. Ranged card out of Guard. That is annoying. Dang, that's really annoying. Where do I want to make... Okay, these archers are going to hit trap no matter what. I still have my armor, which is good. So I can do a move 6 using my potion and make traps. Ooh, I can also Dangerous Gear. So let's Dangerous Gear first and just make a 3 damage trap right here. And that way I don't have to like do any zigzagging to make traps to prevent this guy from going there. So now we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this guard sees no way to get to any target without walking through a trap, which I guess means he would go after trap. And so he would go 1, 2, 3. So what if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that? I could do that, and I could turn one of these traps into the stun trap, and then the guard would walk into the stun trap and be stunned for 2 turns. And I do believe that I like that. I do believe that I do. So... immobilize traps in all of the hexes that I left. And then 1 stun trap right here, and it'll be a 8 damage stun trap. Now, I am still going to eat a lot of damage on trap, but this guy sees trap as his focus. just because Trap is closest, and I can pick either Hex, so he'll walk into the sun. I really wish that archers were pet, so that I could just capture it. I wouldn't even be able to capture it this turn. But that's okay. That'll be Trap's turn, and we'll call ourselves happy with it. Fish King doesn't do his turn. Shackles needs to get some extra conditions that he is still afflicted by. Can't quite shake him. I don't think I did this last turn. Let's see. It's round 5. So I set it on round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. Yeah. So we can just heal for 5. I can set wind and muddle myself to get an experience. And then I can consume the fire to attack for 2 plus 5 is 7. Attack for 7 into the elite. I really wish I could, like, strengthen it or something, but just attack for 7. Oh, and it does 14. Way to go, Shackles. And then it's them. So this guy's disarmed, so he just stays there. This gentle fellow is going to back up and attack 2 targets for 3. So Shackles and Deathwalker. So attack for 3. And it misses Shackles. And then into Deathwalker. It does 5. Kind of wish that had gone the other way around, but it's okay. They each get a curse. And Deathwalker's turn. Now, I could basically kill this guy. I could also move my shadows. Okay, I'm definitely moving my shadows. I played Wave of Anguish, right? So I can move 2 and move all shadows 2, and then I'm going to Fluid Knight somebody. So if I go for this guy, he relatively likely dies. If I go for this guy, I would need Shackles to go fast next turn and kill him. Also, next turn is round 6, so we're going to get more guys over here. So maybe I leave these guys here, and I could Fleeting Dusk on Deathwalker. They're going to have 20 health, so Fleeting Dusk is like never killing anything. I also don't have my Eagle Eye Goggles. So I would love to get Deathwalker out of here. Which I think the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to get back Fluid Knight with my Stamina Potion, and then next turn I'll set the bottom of Fluid Knight, and I can go down to 4 speed with my boots, because I'm going to long rest anyway, and then I don't suffer damage and I teleport back here. I really like that. So the question becomes, who do I want to target? Do I want to target this Mind Snipper and probably kill him, or target this Mind Snipper and leave him in... He's not really going to be in kill range. I can make it an attack for 6 with wound. I think that's what I'm going to do. So first I'll move 2 and move all shadows 2. Got rid of my immobilized tokens. And then I'll attack this guy for 6 and wound. Please, big damage. Yes. So it does 8. And it will wound. That will also eat the shadow under him. Could have eaten another shadow to make him take 2 more, but that's okay. And then now next turn, the guy who I hit will be disarmed. And I'll be teleporting. I'll be setting Fluid Knight to teleport to another shadow. Now we get the part of the turn that I'm really not looking forward to. This guy suffers, backs up, and will attack Trap. Attack for 6. Would love to see one of the misses come out here. Trap takes 1 damage and gets immobilized. And then attack for 4. And Trap takes 4. So Trap is alive, but took rather significant damage. I think I need to just throw an attack into these 2 guys. I just need 1 damage into this archer. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Oh no, the guard is ranged. I knew that too. I thought about that at the start of Trap's turn. I guess it just means he'll be stunned for the following 2 turns, but please don't crit. Okay, I take 4. Which is still really bad. Still really, really bad. Alright. And I Stamina Potion back Fluid Knight. I said that plenty of times, that it's not, like, retroactive. So, Fluid Knight with Dominate. We get more Snippers at B. We get more Archers and another Guard back here. What can I do on Trap? Now I wish I had Invisibility, but, like, Invisibility is not really a good thing in a scenario like this. I guess I could Mother of All Traps right here, and that would cause this guard to walk on it. No, because I can't destroy these traps over here, because I need this guard to walk here to be stunned, so that Trap doesn't get dominated. Maybe it's time to Electrified Net. If only I weren't immobilized, I could Electrified Net, like, here, 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 and then Mother of Traps and walk through them. And, like, kill this guy and stun this guy. Do I want to Electrified Net top? Electrified Net type with Dangerous Ground bottom? It's double losses, but maybe I just have to play it so that I don't die on Trap. I think I like it. Do I have boots? I do have boots, so it goes down into the 20s. Which means I just need to not see 14 or 16 out of Archers. They've got... So 1 in 8 chance that Archers wreck my body here. Otherwise, I should be relatively okay. Dangerous Ground, though, pops all my traps, doesn't it? Spring all traps. Because then that gets rid of all of these immobilized traps, which are really well placed for me. We'll just have to see what comes out. We'll just have to see what comes out. Unfortunately, I just don't have any attacks. There's no way for me to Foxhole and kill this Archer. I mean, I guess I would be able to do an attack for 0 by destroying one of my immobilized traps, but... really unfortunate. I really screwed Trap's pooch. There's no way that Deathwalker can save him, right? If I short rested and moved a Shadow 1, 2, 3, 4... I don't even think I have a Move a Shadow 4 card. Yeah, I've just got a couple Move a Shadow 3s, but no Move a Shadow 4s. So... it's rough. Alright, we'll just have to see what happens. Shackles, I can short rest or long rest. Short rest, move up here, and throw out curses sounds quite tasty. Infection Purge is a very good damage card right now. But maybe I can't really afford to take that damage. It would straight up kill both of these guys, though. Which is pretty valuable. I think I'm going to lose a different card. Not Agony of Others. No. I love that bottom so much. Maybe I've taken enough damage, though, that it's not any good. So the question becomes, do I Swift Vengeance here? This is turn 6, so I believe this is the final turn of Delayed Malady, which is bad. So if I want to get any stuff off, I guess this is the time to do it. I would be able to Swift Vengeance next turn. So if I want to heal, this would be when I would have to do it. So maybe I should just go for the Infection Purge right now to hit these two guys. And then next turn I can Swift Vengeance. But Trap needs the curses, right? I need the curses to come through and be helpful. So we'll go fast and Swift Vengeance. And I think just move with Blood Ritual. And then Deathwalker is going to kill a target and then teleport away when she gets hit. Yes and no. Not moving out of the guards is helpful. Trap cannot go down to 21 speed to stun the archers, which is very unhelpful. But Shackles, Oh, Shackles can't underspeed either. Damn. Alright. Well, Trap gets attacked for 6. And they miss. And Trap loses a card. So we'll toss the mother of all traps, I think. And then Trap gets attacked for 4. And they draw a -2. Oh. And Trap has to lose a card. I feel like I need the 2 target stuns out of Foxhole, so let's drop extra teeth. I think I lost this. I couldn't have gone up here with the immobilized. I was going to get immobilized no matter where I went, though. Even if I went down here, I would have had to have gone far down enough that they would have gone after the Fish King. And then they would have been in range of the Fish King. Maybe not, because they only had move 2, right? So we would have gone 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They wouldn't have even been in range. I just needed to make a line of immobilized traps and then end up down here last turn. I got too greedy. I really wanted to get a whole bunch of traps up here to delay these guys for forever. And, like, as is, I'm delaying them for a decent amount, but not long enough. This guy will die next turn. Oh, I get attacked a 3rd time, don't I? Miss. Okay. At least I survived that one. I don't know. Maybe it's time to just place some stun traps and say Alvider's in. I don't know. Well, either way, it's Shackles. Really unfortunate that Shackles wasn't able to help. Moves here, gives them... What are they doing? Oh, they're attacking with stun, which would have been really nice. Deathwalker can consume the dark, though, so that they don't get it. As long as she doesn't draw a +2 dark. Which there's already one out, so very unlikely that she draws the other. I move here and I give him 4 curses. With Shackles. Move and curses. And then this is the final turn of Delayed Malady. Oh, I also get an experience for cursing. And now Deathwalker. Deathwalker will attack this guy, consume the shadow right here, attack him for 6, and consume the dark. It'll deal 7 because he's poisoned, so he dies. I get a shadow, and then I will set Fluid Knight, so whenever I suffer damage, you may instead teleport to a hex with a shadow, remove the shadow, and take no damage. And there's no dark. And then now it's Trap. So Trap's just going to need to leave his limp body up here for a little bit. I'm not going to Dangerous Ground, but I think I am going to go ahead and Electrified Net. So 3 2-damage stun traps. Here. Here. And then next turn, I just need to move and place a trap right here. I would love it if I could place, like, just a bunch of traps. I guess I just need a trap here and a trap here, right? So I can Dangerous Ground. I can go fast next turn, like move here and Dangerous Ground or something. And then things have to walk through just a ton of traps up here. And that'll just be the hope. That will be the hope. Mind Snippers, there's no dark, so it's just a 2-target attack for 3. Unfortunately, this guy's going to hit the Fish King. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can hit Deathwalker. So first, guy number 2 is going to hit Deathwalker and deal 2 damage. So I will teleport here and remove the shadow and take none. And then hit the Shackles, so attack for 3. And it does 1. This guy's going to hit Shackles. And it does 3. And this guy's going to hit Shackles, and I could have Deathwalker be the other target instead of the Fish King. So let's do that. Shackles first. Shackles gets missed. And then I need it to not be +2 or crit. The +2's out, so I'm fine with it hitting Deathwalker. 1 in 12 that I die. I had to say it. I had to say 1 in 12 that I die, right? Like, I cannot think of a more fitting last word. Let's lose Fluid Night and Fleeting Dusk, I guess. That loss can be pretty useful down on the bottom. Lashing Tendrils, maybe? I can't believe that. Should have just targeted the Fish King. But it would have been... It only would have been 6 damage into the Fish King. That's so frustrating. I just put all those curses in. I just put 4 curses in and don't draw a single one. Which means that I've got a lot of curses stacked up for the end of the scenario. So... maybe that'll come back to help me. Fish King does nothing. New turn. My characters are so dead. So, it's the 7th turn, which means we get some new friends to play with. So, you feel the deep, rumbling vibrations moments before a cylinder of steel breaks through the chamber's far wall. Your hearts drop as you see whirling blades and mechanical death emerge to join the melee. Almost there, yes? Can you feel the power? The Fish King gurgles happily, oblivious to his surroundings. You must keep him alive so he can finish casting the ritual, for his survival and yours. Alright, well, Trap doesn't have much of a choice. Short Rest, I have 1 health, so I can't lose a different card. So we will just Dangerous Ground. Which is really slow. So hopefully it'll be fast enough and I won't die to these archers. And Spike Strip. And then Shackles. So Shackles now has lost the Delayed Malady. And so now is actually affected by its negative conditions. Can still Infection Purge, though. I guess I'll go at 29 and just hope that it's fast enough. I can Infection Purge. I'll go down to 7 health from the wound. Infection Purge will deal 6 damage to me, so I'll go down to 1. I'll Amulet of Life to remove the poison in the wound, and then I'll Unending Torment to heal for 5. And it's a turn. It's a turn. I kill this guy. I damage one of these guys. What more can you ask for, right? Deathwalker's long resting. And we get attacks out of these guys. Only range 2, so they're all just going to hit Shackles. And I think this is okay. So attack for 2, I take 3. Attack for 2, I take none. And attack for 2, and I take 2. And now Shackles' turn. I suffer from the wound. I Amulet of Life. So I'm... Oh. If I Amulet of Life, I have 2 fewer conditions, and I only deal 4 damage. 4 damage still kills this guy, though. So let's do that. And then I heal for 5. Do I want to muddle myself? I probably do. Set Wind, get an experience, and muddle myself. And then I'll also set Fire with Infection Purge. And I take 4. This guy takes 4. And then, I guess, guy number 2 takes 4. Trap gets to go next. So I move 3, 1, 2, and that will make an immobilized trap right here. And then I get to make 2 damage traps, so I'll make them here and here. And they will be 3 and 5 damage traps. And Trap is leaving a gigantic minefield behind. Fish King does nothing, so archers, this guy suffers from his wound and dies. This guy steps 1. No, he doesn't need to step, he just attacks. And Trap will lose the card in its hand. And this guy will attack, and Trap survives. And then this guy. So I guess he just sees 2 negative hexes to walk through to get to trap. So he'll step on this heal, unfortunately, which means that this stun is never going to get stepped on, I think. And then he'll step here. And he'll take 2 damage, and on his turn, guy number 5 will get stunned. What is this guy doing? He just sees 1 trap to get to... 1 hex to get to trap, so he'll just go there. And on his turn, he gets immobilized, and then he'll attack for 5. And trap could lose the 2 cards here, because they were both normals. But then that's it. This guy goes 1, 2, 3, and can't go 4. This guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to get there. This guy goes 1, 2. And then he sees this hex. So 3, 4 is where he would want to go. And this is not any closer than this. So he just stays there. So they moved 4 and Deathwalker. Deathwalker is going to make an obstacle with that item she looted. The Wild Growth Seeds. And refresh all of her items on her long rest. But I don't think she has enough. I do not think she has enough to win this. Because Trap is dead. Trap is, like, officially completely Dunzo Gonzo dead. No cards left to play. And there are just not enough negative conditions up here to win. To stall out long enough. Maybe there are. 57 health left still on the Fish King. It's possible. This guy's going to die to wound. What can Shackles do? Shackles can summon his summon. You can't summon onto difficult terrain, though, can you? I really wish I could. Summoning the summon, I think, sounds like the best bet. Maybe Reversal of Fate top loss is pretty good here, but I think I'm going to do the summon. I would love to get some more curses out. I would really love to get wounds out onto these 2 guys. Maybe that's not really that useful, though. If I could just summon into the water, that would be nice. They have multi-target anyway, so even if I summon, they're just going to kill me. So maybe Reversal of Fate is best. I can heal for 5. I can target one of the guys. I get another curse in their deck. I can move here and immobilize them so that they have disadvantage on me. It's not horrible. I did fail my Wallflower, which sucks because I probably could have gone here. But I forgot about it. I did fail Insomniac. I've got Accountant going so far. Actually, no, I won't have it here. Now that I have an odd number of cards, there's no way to get it. And I don't have any traps down here, so Deathwalker has to kill all of these Blade Spinners before they kill the thing. And, like, where even did all my shadows go? Do I only have 2 shadows on the map? How did that even happen? I guess I'll back off and I'll Wave of Anguish and move more shadows over. Maybe I need a Fleeting Dusk first. I guess I can Hunger Grasps and Fleeting Dusk, and I can get a hit over here, and I can get a hit over here. It's not looking up. Retaliate out of these guys. That's kind of nice. That means that I could have brought in the summon. But that's okay. Oh, I still can. Was there dark? I didn't do anything last turn on Deathwalker to set dark. And they didn't set dark. I long rested Deathwalker last turn, so there's no dark. So it's only 3 retaliate. So I can play this loss. It gets an extra curse out. But I think since they didn't... I guess it's a loss either way. But I think I'll do the bomb. Since I can control where it goes with the Horn of Command. And I can command it to go here, and then they get 3 detonations next turn. This guy's guy number 2. So I'll spawn them here and here. I'll put the bomb right here and tell him to go 1, 2, 3. And then he'll get some detonations off next turn. So I could set Reversal of Fate. Let's just do that. It deals some damage. It will deal some damage. We have move 2, attack at range 3 out of these guys. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Because they don't want to walk through these because there's... Well, I guess... No, they're going to have to walk through a trap to get out of this array. So this guy would step on this stun trap. So guy number 3 gets stunned. I need to do Deathwalker's turn. Which means that this guy now sees this path to get to that hex. Deathwalker's turn was to make a shadow. I'm so confused as to where all of my shadows went. And then I can attack with Hunger Grasps. I guess I want to go after guy number 1, because I'm probably not going to be able to kill the Elite Flaming Blade Spinner. And yeah, he's 10 more health for only 1 more damage. So it's not really worth it. If I could get shadows back here, Hunger Grasps, to pull them back over the thing, that would have been so nice, but they're moving 6 this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So guy number 1 is going to reach. And there's just no way for me to kill him. And so Deathwalker, it's only an attack for 3 she'll take. Alright, let's just Hunger Grasps. The normal attack for 3. He takes 5. Not going to pull him. Wouldn't matter, but I'm not going to. Just for the whatever it's called of things. No point in attacking this guy, so I'll attack Mind Snipper number 2. Why did I pull those cards? Hopefully I'm not attacking on Shackles. We just know that my next attack is a curse on Shackles. And it does 4. And this guy is marked. And then the guards both just do nothing. They're stunned and immobilized. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deathwalker, Fish King. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is how he would go. And now they are set up for retaliates. Fish King does nothing, and we get more spawns. Just what everyone was thinking we needed. This attempt went so much worse than the first one. I guess Trap did need the help. Alright, I guess I dominate this guy and I back off with Wave of Anguish. Don't know what else I could possibly do. Here, I'll just short rest and go as fast as I possibly can. Infection Purge is kind of useless here. Basically, all of these cards are kind of useless here. I guess I'll go fast and heal. Not going to be enough. Blade Spinners eat the fire at 12 speed, and all of them kill Deathwalker. Can she boots? Yeah, she can boots down to 9. So Deathwalker has move 2 and then Wave of Anguish. Does moving up here means being in range of the archers. But they can't reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got to go this way so that this archer doesn't hit me. And then there's no dark. Oh, the dark wouldn't disarm him anyway. I mean, I guess I just dominate him. I don't know if I can... It's attack for 6. I could consume this shadow to make it attack for 8. This makes it attack for 9, and then a crit would kill. So let's eat both of these shadows and attack for 9 into this guy, because if I kill him, I don't have to lose a card. Dang it. He takes 10. But now Deathwalker has to lose the Night Takes Shape, which means that she'll rest with 0 cards in her hand. Maybe I should have Frenzy Potion him first. That wouldn't have worked because... yeah, there was literally no play there that would have worked. They eat the fire. Deathwalker has to lose a card. All the blade spinners gain shield. The archers just have move 1, so they can't really get closer. I guess this guy would set a 3 damage trap, wouldn't he? He would set a 3 damage trap there, which means that this guy wants to go through this path, which he can't do. Guards stand still and retaliate. Gonna need to see that every turn in a row. Shackles will Horn of Command his bomb and tell the bomb to move 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter who I tell it to attack, because we know that it misses that attack. And then I will attack for 2, I guess, into this guy, and that pulls the +1 that I accidentally pulled earlier. And then I will heal for 5 and muddle myself. And then we get the Mind Snippers. So guy number 1, it's range 3, so he would back off. So he, unfortunately, I was just hoping that guy number 1 wouldn't be spawned and guy number 2 would be first, and he would hit the bomb and kill it. Attack for 2 into the bomb, and it kills. So the bomb is going to detonate onto these 2 guys. So 3 and 6. And then he gets to attack 2 into everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so 3 and 6 both take 2. And they get 2 curses. So, I mean, I'll take the double curse. That's pretty good. And then that was guy number 1's first attack. His second attack does no damage. Guy number 2, can he get another target? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he can. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he hits here and here. And he'll command the Fish King to attack, but the Fish King can't attack, I think. Fish King takes a crit, of course. Then this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, he doesn't reach, so he just hits Shackles, who will take 1. But this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, will hit Shackles, who takes 3, and Fish King, who takes 1. Now, the question is, who hit Shackles first? Guy number 1 hit Shackles first, and it was the attack after the +2. It drew a curse, and then crit hit the Fish King. So the first attack that hit Shackles did 1 damage, and it came, I think, from this guy for the Reversal of Fate. So, nice Reversal of Fate, Mr. Guy. And there's no point in continuing this. I guess my only hope is that the monsters just do nothing every turn in a row. I need to do rounds 10, 11, and 12, so I need 3 rounds of them not killing everything. Does Deathwalker have 3 rounds? Yeah, 2 cards, long rest, 2 cards. Or if she plays 2 cards this round, takes an attack, loses a card to damage, long rests the next turn, and then is dead. Shackles maybe potentially could survive, but probably not. There's no dark for dominate, which really is unfortunate. I think I can't play any losses, so I'll just try to run away. I don't know. Hey, that's some cooperation from the Blade Spinners. So let's see, we've got move 2, attack at range 5 from the archers, but I can I outrun that? Yeah, I have to run way down here, but I can outrun it. So I guess that's what I'll do on Deathwalker. Let's see. Shackles first. So yeah, these guys just set retaliate. Shackles is going to heal for 5. Muddle himself again to set the wind again. Do I need Shackles to survive this? Is Reversal of Fate a throw? Is there such thing as a throw at this point? Probably not. We've got attack for 5 coming out of the Mind Snippers. I have to Reversal. So I heal for 5. I get a Bless. And then I attack the guy who's low above me. And I get 6 damage double curse. I mean, hey, those curses are going to add up. I guess this means that Deathwalker is going to run over there and melee attack. And that, yeah, that finished that and that. So Deathwalker is going to go 1, 2, 3, I guess. And just do a melee attack. Yeah, move with Dominate, which sets Dark, and then melee attack with Fleeting Dusk. And then melee attack with a Frenzy Potion. Don't know if I have any chance. Let's see. We get move 2, move 2, move 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. But he had to move 2 to get past the guard. So he's just going to shoot the Fish King. Attack for 4. Curse. We've got move 2, attack for 5. Range 3. So this guy will just hit Shackles. Attack for 5. Curse. This guy, move 2, can just hit Shackles. This guy, move 2, hit 2 targets, so he'll go here and hit Deathwalker Shackles. Deathwalker, who's the card? Shackles. That finishes the Snippers. Throwing Axe out of the Algox guards. So this guy sees just one trap if he walks this way, so that's what he'll do. He'll walk this way and get immobilized right here. Let's see, this guy was first. He would go 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't move forward at all because guy number 2 would still be standing there. And then this guy 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're immobilized like that. New turn. Need to see just a whole lot of nothing from monsters. Deathwalker is just long resting here. Shackles cannot rest, so has to play these 2 cards. And just needs to see... I need to see Retaliate out of the Mind Snippers like 2 turns in a row. I just need to see everybody do nothing. Oh my gosh. You're not going to do it to me, game. I played so much worse this time than my first attempt. Let's see. Move 1, attack for 4 at range 5. Moving 1 doesn't get it any closer. Also, this guy would place a 3 damage trap in the way first. So, first this guy's just going to attack for 4. The big problem is that I need to survive on Shackles, and that's the thing that I don't think is going to happen, sadly enough. Guards stand still and retaliate, and then we get strengthened out of the Blade Spinners, which this is what happened to me last time. They got strengthened, and then they killed the boss the following turn. So attack 4 into the boss. It misses the boss, and into Deathwalker, it kills Deathwalker. Then guy number 1, attack 3 into the boss. They're not strengthened yet. They're strengthened next turn. And this guy goes here, attack 3 into the boss. They'll be strengthened next turn. I just need everyone to survive next turn. I just run, right? Like, literally all I do is run away on Shackles and hope they get a standstill card. There is an absolute pull of cards that I still win this. There are cards where I win this. Move 2. These guys aren't going to reach me. If I just go here, the Blade Spinners all hit the Fish King. I just need the Fish King to survive. This guy's going to hit me. I get to heal for 5. And then I can still lose 2 cards. So I move away with Infection Purge, and I heal for 5. And I guess I immobilize myself. And is Shackles going to be the only character that survives this level? There's no shot. Move 2 on the archers, which means this guy goes first, and the other guys cannot move forward, because they see a path through no traps, but they can't do it. Attack for 4. The boss takes 4. Mind Snippers, move 2. Because of the difficult terrain. That's all they do. This guy, move 2, range 3. So he'll go here and hit Fish King and Shackles. Fish King takes 7. I'm going to lose. And Shackles. And Shackles takes 4. Dark gets set. Yeah, I lost. What if I had done... No, there wouldn't have been a way. I was thinking if I had done the bottom of Infection Purge with an ally within range 3 would suffer damage, you can suffer the damage instead. But I would die to the crit, and then I wouldn't be able to lose any cards. And none of my characters would survive. So, yeah, there's absolutely no shot because... Did they really set fire last turn? Why is that such a good card? You get attack 6 with advantage. And it does 7. And then they get attack for 5 with advantage. And it does 6. And then they get attack 5 with advantage. And it does 4. Hold. We get a move 4. There's guy number 1. He can't move forward. This guy goes 1, 2. This guy goes 1, 2, 3. And he can't reach. If this attack crits, I lose by 1 damage. Again, 2 scenarios in a row. 2 attempts in this scenario in a row. I lose by 1 damage to a crit on the final attack modifier pull. That is the least deserved win. The least deserved win in my Frosthaven career. I played that so terribly. My first attempt, I played so much better. My first attempt, I only had like 5 monsters left on the map at the end of the map. It was more than that. It was like 7. But I didn't have this gigantic mass. I only had like 1 Mind Snipper, I think. Trap died after like 5 turns, but this gigantic cancer of traps. I mean, what do you call a malignant mass like that of traps? And it completely stopped the monsters from basically ever moving. And I got so many shield and retaliate turns out of the guards. And I mean, I think I did everything right and I win by 4 health. I probably made a mistake somewhere. Probably. I'm glad I didn't do any challenges, because I lost the last attempt because I took a challenge. And, yeah, decreasing initiatives by 10. I'm sure at some point that would have screwed me. And then whenever I suffer damage from an attack, getting pushed by 2, there's no way that I would have been able to make this work. I cannot believe it. Wow. What can you do? A win is a win. So stupid. So stupid. Ugh. Like, that is frustrating just because I know that was not my best play of all time. Alright. Alright. Whatever. Hey, we're about to read this. But that's not what we are looking at. Apotheosis. Oh, my throat. I've been talking way too much. With booming laugh, the Fish King opens his eyes and sees the violent pandemonium beyond around him for the first time. I want to see where that crit was. It's already been shoveled. Can I undo? The crit was a ways away. And there was one curse left in the deck. Wow, those curses really came into play. The first time I didn't curse. Okay, anyway. Begone, he howls, and chaotic energy shoots from his fingers, striking down friend and foe without regard. Larger and more menacing than ever, the Fish King addresses you. Scaleless! Look at me in all my splendor. Can you see it? Truly, I will become the most glorious god the seas have ever seen. The metamorphosis resumes, and the Fish King grimaces at his muscle spasm and twists with dark energy. Clearly, he has not reached his final form, and not quite reached this supposed godhood. Speechless, I see. Expected in the presence of a deity, he says through gritted teeth. The thought occurs to you that maybe you didn't follow the best course of action, that giving such power to an unstable creature is not the safest bet. Was not the safest bet. You think maybe it might not be too late to stop this madness, if you wanted to. If you accept the Fish King's ascension, read 96.3. Otherwise, read 43.2. So are there like two different versions of Scenario 77? I mean, I support my dude. I'm not going to betray him now. I said I was going to be his friend. I'll be his friend till the end, and we'll take over the seas together, and I'll lose a lot of morale and prosperity back at home. That's fine. I will accept his ascension. 96.3. I said we would be friends. You shrug and decide to leave the Fish King to his own devices. He promises no harm to Frosthaven, and that's all that matters to you. You gather up your reward, including the spear he surely won't be needing anymore, and quickly depart. One thing is certain, you don't want to be anywhere near here when the transformation is finished and this whole place comes crashing down. Threat from the Deep quest complete. So I don't get to play the final level? Well, I don't accept his ascension. Gain a Wave Blade, 201, and add boat 18. This can't be good. I wanted to read it, but I'll... It's a forced link. It's a forced link that I don't even get to play. I really want to see what the other levels in this quest are, because this was a fun quest line. I don't really want it to just end like that. That's kind of underwhelming. I wanted to see the conclusion, not just walk away. Maybe that boat event unlocks the other scenario for you to go play or something. During your melee attack ability performed while occupying or adjacent to a hex with the water tile, add push and immobilize to an attack. For a frickin' two-handed item? You have to be adjacent to water? How could you play this on any class other than Coral? I guess just on some scenarios you could play it. But then even then... I mean, it's probably designed for Coral, but would I really want that over armor? I don't think so. I can't believe that the quest line is over. I gain the item, right? Yeah. So it goes to... I guess we'll give it to Shackles, who can sell it for 25 gold, because Deathwalker's about to retire anyway. Alright, let's see what else we missed out on. I'm a bit salty. So 43.2. We need to check 43.2. I want to see what was in chest 55, because I was never anywhere close to getting that. Harpoon 205. Oh, that's such a good item. During your turn, it is two-handed though. Perform attack 2, range 3, pull 2. But like that would be so good on Trap. That would be so good on Snowflake. That would be so good. That would be so good on a lot of characters. That would be really good on Shackles. Have Shared Affliction and Delayed Malady up and be able to do 2 attacks in a round instead of just 1. Since everything is like single target. And then it was 43-2, right? If we had not accepted him. You look at all the death around you. You look at the Fish King wrapped in chaotic energy and convulsing. This isn't what you should be fighting for. His promise of peace and order seems hollow now. The only way to ensure the safety of Frosthaven is to stop this madness. So it would have been a 2-room scenario. Everybody starts baned. Shackle says, yes, please. Do I just go and play this scenario next? Maybe... See, I do want to play every scenario in the game. So maybe I will just... you know, rather than replaying this whole quest line... maybe I'll just get all new characters. When I have all new characters at some point in time, I'll just play 75 and then 77. Just so that we can see the other side of the quest line. And I want to do it relatively soon, but, you know, maybe once Deathwalker retires, Shackles can lead the group back through, because we've changed our minds, and now we want to fight the Fish King, right? I think that's what I want to do, because I want to see what happens in that storyline. I'm very disappointed with my choice. Which means that Trap retires. So I guess I'll go do that. Huh. Maybe I'll put the first part fail, and then the barely winning on the last turn, and then I'll put the Trap retirement all in the same video. I think I'll do a separate video for Trap's retirement, because I'm conked right now. I'm ready for bed. Wow. All right. Yeah, I am going to go through and play the other part of that. So let's just make a save here. And then I'll just remember that I need to still... do the thing. Oh, man. Baby girl did not sleep last night. I woke up so many times. I mean, over the course of the 6 hours that I tried to sleep, I had to wake up 5 times. It was a very rough night. And so, let's cheer up by reading some astral cards, right? So, I'm pretty sure I didn't do any of my town after finishing that level. Because I was already quite tired last night before I failed to get any sleep. So, let's go back to town. Go back to town. We pass a week. Now, we get 184-1, which is supposed to be the end of winter, I believe. Which means we should do a summer event. But I... Okay, yeah. We gain 3 soldiers. We add events. Whereas this was once a job for some quick gold, something has changed for your party over the last 2 years. Members have come and gone, friends have found their dreams and retired from the hard life of a mercenary. Who among you remains? Are you even really the same mercenary group after all? Somehow, through all the adventures, the wins, the devastating loss... Dude, don't tell me about the devastating losses. I know all about the devastating losses. It feels like there's still some core that has remained constant. That core camaraderie doesn't just extend to your party, but flows to all the ragtag peoples of Frosthaven, toughing it out together. Perhaps it's stubbornness. Perhaps it's the drive towards what the next page in your story will bring, or the promise of just one more triumph. One thing is certain, though. You wouldn't have it any other way. Gain a whole bunch of things. Before I gain those things, I'm going to do one more winter event. Because I went into winter 1 week late. So it should be summer now, but we're going to do one more winter event, and then we'll start summer. We'll resume the regularly scheduled programming after this one. It started with discordant clanging, metal crashing against metal. Then came the abrupt twang of taut wire being strummed, followed by the cacophonous wailing produced from the deep within the robots surrounding the outpost. From sundown to sunup, and that's a long period in the heart of winter, the machines blaring their unquiet concert from just outside the city walls. It has been 5 days. 5 days of constant noise, of eardrums that ring throughout the day, of irritable townsfolk trying to survive on the sort of non-sleep new parents know too well. True. Enough is enough. Leading a group to sabotage the machines at daybreak. Option A, lead a group to sabotage the machines at daybreak when they turn off. Option B, lead a group to sabotage the machines at nightfall when they turn on. I mean, how could we not do option A, right? But maybe we'd be too tired. So let's pick B. Generally, I think, like, you go for the one that makes less sense, and it'll be better for you. Is my general philosophy. So we get an attack for 25, hitting 5 buildings, targeting the highest level buildings first. The discordant noise is even more penetrating and disorienting at close range. You manage to sneak up on the metallic music machines and disable many of them, but while you mount a frontal attack, they counterpunch past the gates of Frosthaven. So attack for 25, target 5. Targeting highest level buildings first. So that's going to be the Craftsman. Let's see, we've got 3. I think we just have a whole bunch of things that tie for 3. So let's do Craftsman, Trading Post, Mining Camp, Logging Camp, and then one more level 3 one. So I guess the garden. Yeah, no bad effect if the garden's wrecked. I just don't get my herbs, which is pretty bad. So let's just go in this order. 5, 17, 24, 34, 37. Attack for 25. Defended. Oh, and my base defense is 20 right now, so I need a plus 10 to defend. Defended. So this is the garden. Let's go ahead and soldier. We're about to get 3 new soldiers, so we might as well. So now a 0 defends. Hey, and we defended. Am I actually not going to lose anything to this? Oh, it should have targeted the craftsman first. Whatever. This is on the craftsman. Alright, so the craftsman will get destroyed. And then the trading post gets defended. So it's just 3 resources. It would have been 3 resources either way. And then we got 2 metal. Is that what we get? 2 collective metal. You smash the last of the machines to bits, nearly collapsing from exhaustion. It's time for the most satisfying group nap Frosthaven has ever known. So I just need to lose 1 metal. And that's done. Now we get to do this whole thing. Alright. Is this the right save? Yeah, 454 is the right experience. I don't know why it's on Giant Block of Ice. This thing, but we're not going to worry about it. I probably went back and checked it for some reason. I'm not sure what. Okay. Winter Outpost 48 to 56. Let's try to get this in one go. Winter 48 to 56. Winter Outpost 48 to 56. Winter Road... Oh, it's only 1. Okay, Winter Road 31, Summer Road 52. And 3 soldiers. Summer 52, Winter 31, Winter 48 to 56. 31. wrong deck. 31. 52. Ooh, it's on top. 48 to 56. Winter Outposts. Done. Got it. 3 soldiers. And then now maybe next time we'll get the barracks? No. We are not getting the barracks next time. Oh well. Man, I cannot clear my throat. I cannot defeat these allergies. They are devastating. All right. Daytime, right? So we just get, what is this? 6, 12, 16. We spend 16 gold, which will take us down to 37. And that'll get us 3 wood, 3 metal, 2 hide. And then we need to get 2 herbs. And then we need to donate to the temple, and we can't do the barracks. Ooh, I'm very broke on Deathwalker. She can sell these wild growth seeds, though, that I got in that scenario. And then I got this as a reward, which I can sell on Shackles for a lot of gold. I wonder, on Deathwalker, we have a level 1 heal card, Rest and Shade. Can we add... We could add Bless to this. It is multi-target, though. But that wouldn't be that expensive. How much does Bless cost? Bless, 75 gold. So it'd be 140. So never mind. That's never going to happen. But that would be really nice. Like, heal 2, bless all allies in a shadow. That could easily happen a couple times throughout a scenario. Also, I'm kind of confused with how this card works. Do you have to be standing in the shadow as Deathwalker to get the heal? Because it's heal 2, target allies occupying hexes with shadows, and self. Thematically, it would make sense that you would need to be standing in the shadow, but, like, why would it not say target allies and self occupying shadows versus saying, like, occupying shadows and self? So I don't know, but I don't really ever play that card. If I do play it, it's generally for the move 6 bottom. And I think that finishes our daytime. And so now it is downtime, which is going to be time to say goodbye to Trap. So I'm not going to worry about enhancing any cards or anything. Let's just get all of these resources back where they need to go. I lose my net, which is frustrating. This is another purchasable, and then we have a bunch of herbs to donate. So let's get Snow Thistle, Rock Root, Flame Fruit. So that was Flame Fruit, Rock Root, Snow Thistle. And then I also have Arrowvine, Axe Nut, Corpse Cap. 1, 4, 2. 1, 4, 2. And now we've got every resource. What else do I have? Ooh, okay, I've got quite a few on Deathwalker too. And I've got some on Shackles. Nice. So the only thing that I'm kind of low on was the Rock Root, but I've got a lot of Arrowvine that I can 2-for-1 it. Let's just add these in. So they're all in the same place. So 1, 1, 2. So this will be 2, 2, 3, 1. 2, 2, 3, 1. And so I've got quite a bit of everything. Not bad looking. Take this away. Put this on here. Get Trap. And all of his traps and his summon. Add all of this to the character mat. Select it all. Oh, let's let's write him down, right? So level 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 perks, no masteries. This is the 3rd retirement for player 3. Level 9. I said 12 perks, I think, and 0 masteries. Whoops. And then now... Oh, let's do this. 56.5, I think. And we can delete these. 56. Trap retires. Listen, this has been great, but I still just can't get used to all this. The Trap Jesters to the bustling outpost sheepishly. I'm happy the hunting lodge convinced me to help out around here, but I just need some time to myself. Time to just be myself out in the wilderness, not worrying about who's going to spit on me or kick me as I walk by. You frown and express remorse that such terrible things still happen to someone who has done so much good for the outpost. Well, they're sorry too when they get a footful of bear trap, the trapper grumbles. But it's not about that. I just long for the open skies and simple life the wilds provide. Don't worry, though. I'll still be back occasionally to trade with the hunting lodge. So I guess his thing in 6 weeks is he brings us some hide. With that, the trapper packs up their sled of contraptions and marches off into the tundra. Add 169.1 in 6 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And trap is donezo. This was my retirement quest. So I get 90, but that's the town hall. And so I get 42. Which is... Oh, it's the temple. I already have the temple. So I just get a random item blueprint and a random side scenario, right? Spiked collar. I mean, I guess it's potentially usable on whatever his name is. Item 11? What is item 11? It's going to be a craftable. Why are they in such a weird order? There's 10, 12. Do I have both of the item 11s out? Item 9. Is it the heavy sword? No, that's 14. Okay, I must have them out then. Item 11. No? It wouldn't be any of these. I don't know. No clue what item 11 is. Hornet Command? No. Heater Shield? No. Yeah, it would have to be a... I don't know. Can't find it. Oh, yeah, I can just mouse over them and it'll tell me what they are. Oh, well. I probably don't want the spiked collar over an Amulet of Life anyway. Let's see. Now, it would be useful in that I could, like, use it to go and just grab 2 curses. Like, I could use it with the move for Immobilize at 18 speed and then just curse 2 things. And that's decently useful, and that way I can actually get some curses out without having to play the Deadly Mixture and have Delayed Malady up. So, I don't know. It's worth considering. Amulet of Life feels really nice to have. But maybe it's mostly just being used for the 1 health heal, so maybe it's not that good. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's time for the real meat and potatoes, right? Oh, I needed this as well. 142.4. You find an ornate letter sealed in wax. The stamp is a royal crest you don't recognize. Upon breaking the seal and opening the letter, you find exquisite calligraphy and decorative touches flaked in gold dust. Sounds expensive. Maybe that'll be a good first scenario. It appears to be an invitation of some sorts. My esteemed friends, this letter has found its way to you, and by that alone I know that you are fated for grand things. Since you are of quality, unlike most of the other rabble I've seen in these blasted lands, I extend a warm, open invitation to join me and my court for a midwinter ball. It's summer, bro. I guess he sent the letter a while ago, right? I'm sure you've heard of my soirees. I can assure that it will be just as unforgettable as the rumors grace them to be. There will be dancing, merriment, and excitement unparalleled. I've enclosed a map to my estate that I trust you will hold in confidence. Come alone, when the winds howl and the winter sun drags in the sky in the bleakest way. We shall share a toast and the warmth of a roaring fire. His Grace, Emperor Ventilian. New scenario, My Private Empire 107. Does that require it to be winter? Is that what? No, the question mark just means it's a random side scenario. 107, 131. I'm a machine. I'm a machine. Scenario may only complete at the end of the same round when one of the 5 episodes is overcome. At the end of that round. Okay. Okay. Whoa. That's big. Maybe I want to play this first. Looks like there's a lot of money. There are a good number of herbs. No hide, but who cares about hide, right? I think it's the least useful resource. Blade spinners, which Shackles is okay against, but at this difficulty, they have so much health. Living Bones, which Shackles is really good against with Retaliate. Living Spirits, which Shackles is really good against with Retaliate. Robotic Bolt Shooters, Ruin Machines, Steel Automatons. I think that this guy might not be alive. I think he may have been killed by all these things. Living Doom can give us Bane, and Living Spirits can give us whatever it's called, but no way to get brittled to get every negative condition. Living Spirits can give us Stun, and Living Dooms can give us Bane, but there's no way to get whatever it's called. Brittle. Yeah. If only. If only. Why are there no frozen corpses here? What happened to the guy? I mean, he has to be dead. How is he not turned into a frozen corpse? Anyway, that scenario would probably be pretty fun. And it sounds like there's going to be a lot of gold there. So maybe I'll do that first before I go down this triple quest. Because I don't really want to play a triple quest with a new character with no ability to go back to town and get items. Also, Deathwalker is going to retire soon. I would kind of really love to have Deathwalker for 27, because she should be really good in this scenario. And I think this one can be really hard without, like, an insane character. Maybe I'll play 17 first. 17 is really easy. And I don't think there's any calendar event before you unlock 27. I'm pretty sure you can go straight 17 to 27. And 17 is easy, so it would be a good first one. But I want to do this Private Empire. It looks like it's all by itself. It doesn't link to any other scenarios, so can just go and do it. And with all of that said and done, all the stalling out of the way, let's look at the new cards, right?